painting night tonight for my drawing group, and so um, we'll be I'll be just doing this quick video, um, and I'm hoping that I can get this video to show up live on YouTube. It's wishes you how would you say sometimes it's nice to have the YouTube app because you can sit there and kind of like get everybody to share quickly, but apparently it doesn't want to share, so we'll do a little bit of painting and I'll check back to see about posting a link, but at this point it's kind of new. So just catch everybody up if you have to be painting with me right now, or hanging out. Long story short, we worked on this area, added this. We added a little bit of light, talked about the bar a little bit, maybe worked a little bit, had some scrub stuff here. I'm just going to reinforce. I think I might want to go a little bit more thicker in certain of these areas here just to kind of help this so it's not just impasto there alone. Need to get some areas there, so that's kind of where I'm hoping I can get it to go. Let's see if this shows up now. And of course it says now episode 6. There we go. So now I can hit share and I'll stop that video. No, is that episode 6 or did I hit episode? Yeah, because yesterday I did episode 6. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so we're on episode 6. So I'm gonna hit share, copy the link, jump over to Facebook. I feel like, man, every time I post to Facebook about this, it just I pretty much get zapped on this. They just, I don't know, maybe just nobody has an interest in joining live or whatever, but yeah, let's see, that's the link. And then I'll just hit return. I'll just hit post. Quick session tonight. Post. There we go. See? Done. Over with. Alright. Let's get to painting. So, hope everybody's doing well. If you're on Twitch, shoot me a question. I don't see it. I don't see the questions in here tonight, but it's getting closer. I'll just say that it's getting closer to posting. So I think I'm a little bit of. No, it's got to be bring this down a little bit. Yeah, I'm getting there. Trying to mix the colors. Too bright. Gotta go darker. I'm debating whether to have. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm debating whether to have this guy in here because I think it's kind of cool to see how I mix, but at the same time, I'm worried about the shake on here. If it's being, how would you say, distracting. If you get my drift, so it's like, oh yeah, I can't. Yeah, just so if you feel that it's getting distracting, let me know. I'll be all ears. Let's see if we can get this a little bit. I just want to get some kind of. I don't like those vertical lines. I'm just going to get rid of that area, and then I'm going to try and mix in a little bit more mud here, a white, mixing it in. There we go. Oh, gotta get a little bit more pale. It's a tricky situation to kind of blend the colors right. But yeah, I definitely feel like I need to get a little bit more impasto there. So just FYI, I'll be furiously working on that. I was thinking about this too. I was like, man, I just don't like how flat it is there. It bugs me. It really bugs me. So that'll be kind of the mode today, is to see if I can get a little bit of impasto. If I'd have had a canvas instead of a flat panel, it probably would have been a little bit easier, to be honest with you, because then the canvas kind of picks things up. But then sometimes the canvas doesn't, and I'm really trying to get this in here. So I had a response last night, a question. What was it today? Either way, I got the email. I want to say it was from Ryan, and I'll probably make a video of it because this is a live video, and Ryan may miss it, so I'll make a video and about it, maybe a short. I'll try the YouTube shorts, or I'll try something. But basically, Ryan had a good question, and I'm not sure I have the answer because I don't know enough. But from what Ryan was asking, was like, well, how do you seem to paint lightly enough to get the colors to mix, or to keep it from turning to mud? And I was like, I have had it was kind of like sticking. It was sticking. It was just doing a lot of things that really wasn't, and the paint was pulling off a little bit after it got tacky, which was really frustrating because then you're trying to layer in. But I think from what Ryan's question was, is like, how do you keep the how do you keep the paint from turning to mud? And I think the first thing is paint deliberately. And I'm just speculating on, maybe you've got some kind of medium that you're using that is, and the surface that you're using, it's getting tacky and it's lifting off or something, and it's creating frustration for you because of the colors that you're on. Oil may have been that catastrophe free when I was doing the no, I'm pretty sure it must have been like walnut oil, linseed oil I was using a lot of. And I think that I had some problems where things were just lifting off. In fact, I just happened to see one of the paintings I kind of gave up because of that. I just wasn't getting the effect that I needed. And we need to go thicker in paint here. And so, yeah, I have had issues where something isn't working right. And I would say is that first thing I'd probably would look at, and once again, I don't know exactly what's going on there, so I'm not going to try and be an authority on something that I don't know, but I'm going to just base off my past experience with having problems where paint lifts off or isn't blending or isn't getting the right tones that you want. The first thing I would say is that check the medium that you're using to see if check to see if that could be prohibitive. Try a different medium. Try Gamsol. Try paint straight without the medium that you were using previously, and see if that could be a factor. So the other thing too, I'm just guessing. Once again, I'm not trying to say I know everything because I definitely don't. One thing also that I would try to be cognizant of. I gotta find my scraper. Oh, I hope I didn't use my scraper. We were just talking about my scraper. No, there it is. It's all hidden down there. My infamous scraper here. One of the things that talked about that I'm wondering, and I've talked about in other workshops that I've taught, that and I only mention it when I see it happening, is sometimes people will just pet the color and just go, and they keep doing this in the same spot, and they keep hoping against hope that it's going to change every time they pat it. And then it's also, it gets soothing. It's like petting an animal or something. Oh, it's soothing. It's relaxing. And this may not be the case for you, Ryan, but try to paint in, deliberate strokes. I'll probably post a video to your question, and try to be a little bit more, you know, articulate about it right now. I'm a little tired, but I'm excited. I wanted to make sure that I got to do this video. I'm psyched about the fact that I'm getting a hang of painting every night live. It's kind of holding me accountable, so to speak. Just like, okay, I got to do another video. I got to paint for just a little bit more, and that means for me that I have to put out some work. I have to, gets me in front of the canvas. Sometimes I go for these marathons and I'm like, I want it done, and then I don't, and then I'm kind of like, and then I get frustrated where I'm at, and then I'm like, I don't want to do it, because I don't have a solution. And really, you just got to show up for the canvas, show up and get the work done. I mean, end of the day, you got to show up and get the work done. And not every painting is going to be successful. But if you put in the effort, and over time, at least my hope over time, you pick up on things that, oh, I could have done this better. I could have done that better. And by studying other paintings and seeing what they're doing, or trying different, branching out, sometimes that helps too. All right, so I'm trying to get a little bit more painterly feel. I'm gonna scrape up here. Oh, wrong one. There, I'll put some here. There you go. Let's. A little bit of white, more yellow, and just kind of more white, not too much white. Just kind of loosen it up a little bit. I know I've gotten a bunch of green crap in there. That was definitely not the intent, but sometimes it's good to have a little bit of harmony with a little bit of mixture of other colors in there, just creeping in. Kind of gives a sense of, like, gives a little bit better atmosphere instead of this whole pure yellow. I think that's probably another thing that's been bugging me, that yellow has been sticking out so much that I just needed to kind of buckle down and put some stuff out. I'm going to step back here. I was painting at the drawing group and I couldn't step back because I had other people near me. And I was just like, I wanted to step back so bad. I got to get a new orange. That's a little bit better. I don't like the things to be so tight. If I'm going to rework that, I'm basically left to go scrape it away. So I'm going to check here to see if there's any. Okay. So, hello out there. Hope everybody's going good. Hey. If you got a question, let me know. And if not, it's okay too. So, I feel like sometimes I get a lot of lurkers that just they want to watch, but then they're afraid of being called out. So I don't call anybody out anymore. I did at the beginning of not this, but when I first started streaming, it's like, hey, and then like I call their name and they're like, bleep, drop out. So don't worry, I don't call people out anymore. So, but yeah. So that's my answer to Ryan is that for the question of how do you keep your paints from getting muddied, and I think the first thing is to try and make deliberate strokes when possible. Not always possible, but when possible. No, that's a dumb idea. Let's destroy that before I even think doing any more with that. There. All right. The other thing I just thought about, it could be the brush that Ryan you're using. So these are, I'm really kind of just talking myself out on this because I just read it late this afternoon after I got up from my nap. I was like, oh, someone has a question. So I'll definitely try to formulate that in a video, and then I'll contact you and put a link there. But yeah, I think that's the case. Is that needs to be darker. I think that's half of it right there. This just needs to be darker here. Throw a little bit more blue, more purplish, alizarin crimson in there. I'm really tempted to just brayer the crap out of this thing and try and pick things out after the fact, but I just don't know yet, to be honest with you. That may still occur, not tonight. I don't feel like picking up on all of that just yet. Because sometimes when I do the brayers, I'm really okay. I got time. Let me throw some damage on this and then see if I can dig my way out of it. Not for the faint of heart, but yeah. All right. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can darken this down, put a little bit over here. Sometimes after the drawing group, I think it's a good time to paint because then I've already gotten loosened up. I've loosened up a little bit. At least that's my thought. Whether that's really the case or not, I don't know. I'd like to think I've gotten a little bit looser as far as, not as caring. But I'm going to step back and take a look. Okay. This has got to go lower. I'll step back again and take a look. That's a little bit better. So, making this. Sometimes you get just caught up in nonsense that just, for some reason or another, you kind of like, oh, I might mess it up. There's so, even psychologically, even though I've been telling myself, it's just a painting. It's just a painting. That's all it is. Making marks. But sometimes you get inside your head and it's hard to get out of that. At least I feel like sometimes you have the best intentions of, I want to do a great painting. I'm going to knock it out and I'm going to make all the best strokes and the best marks. And just, then I noodle the thing to death. I don't really end up making commitment to good, strong, confident marks. So where are we at right now? Okay. I've got 9 minutes. Like I said, I wasn't going to spend that much time on this, but I definitely wanted to put some gusto into this one and try to, go for it and try to make the best of it that I could, if that makes any sense. So let's go over here. Wasn't crimson. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think about that, but yeah, she's gonna have a shadow too. Over here, she walks. I haven't even defined the foot yet, so maybe that'll be for tomorrow. But right now, I'm just gonna mark something in. Something. Once again, I'm at a disadvantage because I've literally am painting from imagination. I realize that she's further down. Yeah, she's further down. She's gonna be not on. She's gonna be on a further plane level down. So let's go ahead and see if I can make amends on that a little bit. There a little bit. Yeah, warm and cool tones on here going, so it'd have been easier if I just. Yeah, I've really dug myself into a hole because I've made stuff up. To be perfectly honest, I've made stuff up and I'm not sure that was the best thing to do. But I did it, and so now I gotta kind of dig myself out. We'd talk about making this a cup or something. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that either, so. Yeah, that may not be the best. Then I've got to mellow this out too, so. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I want to destroy a little bit of this and not try to spell everything out. So, yeah, let's. Oh, well, I had white on there. I thought I scraped right through the painting. I was like, wow, that's interesting. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. So. I'll try to do little interesting things here. Just kind of hint at some stuff. you know. All right, I lied. I'm going to do a little bit of braid work, but I've got 4 minutes, so let's see what we can do here. Just I've got a bunch of this paint over here that's literally just needs to be mixed. It's a little bit of alizarin crimson. I feel like I need to go with a cooler tone though, as much as I've made a mess out of this. I'm just gonna go, just to kind of give you an idea. I'm gonna take the paint down here and mix it here just a little bit, not by much, and then a little bit of alizarin crimson. I think I got some yellow in there and that just fouled everything up. Oh no, it's this stuff down here. That's what got it. Let's wipe all that out because it's a muddied color. Yeah, it's all gummy here anyways. Let's get rid of it. Real quick, I'll set this down. Let's get rid of this because this is problematic. Put a little bit of alizarin crimson in here and we'll mix. There, that's what I'm looking for. Where's my palette? Alright, grab a little bit more. Let's see if I can. Yeah, that's about what I'm looking for. Let's go ahead and put some. I'll be painting tonight, tomorrow. So I'll go ahead and put some down here. Okay. So we're gonna do just that. And try to get a little, take chances and make some marks, do some things that isn't really gonna fit. So yeah, let's try that and yeah, knock some things back. Let's go back and put a little bit more in here. I think I just got too chicken last night, and the nights before I just needed to go for it and just like, all right, let's just attack this. Let's do some damage. Let's make some progress with this at least. So let's go ahead and this is a problem. Okay, so this whole thing, yeah, I really don't. We're gonna just like, that was not intentional. And this is where having this over here is really a problem. If I could do split camera, I tried to do split camera before and it just doesn't really work out. Just doesn't. So that's kind of a drag that just happened. Picking up, because my intent was to make this a little. If I do this, do I dare to do this? You know. Daring to throw in chaos. Come. I like that a lot better. I was too chicken earlier. That's what it was. At least for me, I was too chicken, and I just didn't want to. I just didn't want to mess around. I wasn't brave enough. It's really what it came down to be. I wasn't brave enough to risk everything, you know. So I think I'll retouch this a little bit more, but I'm just gonna throw in a little bit of, just a little bit. Now I can kind of go and do a little bit of damage with this. A little bit, maybe I should scrape that out. Alright. Let's see here. I'll throw a little bit of yellow there. Alright, so let's see what happens here. And I'll just go back over this and destroy a little bit. Now it's to all right. I'm a little bit happier with this, so not too bad. Where are we at? All right, so we're at 36 minutes. So okay, a little bit 5 minutes over what I wanted to do, but I just want to do a quick session here, and I think I'm happy with it so far. I'm gonna go back and pick certain things up, but really needed to go back and attack this and kind of give it that atmosphere because it was a little bit separated. I'm gonna rebuild, so I'm not done with it, but I really dug myself in a hole because I'm painting from imagination with reference photo, and none of this was planned. I didn't really concept any of this out, and it's my own fault. So I'm trying to make the best out of a not so great composition, and well, I don't know. I'm throwing myself into a mix where I don't have a way out, a defined way out yet. So we'll see how that goes. But hope you guys enjoyed this quick session. I don't know if I'll put together a time lapse because, to be honest with you, I don't have anything from beginning to end on here. But my plan is for all future YouTube paintings that I do live, I'm going to put together a time lapse. So a little, you don't want to sit through all of these live sessions after the fact. You can watch it on a time lapse. So that's the case. All right, guys. Well, I'm just about done cleaning my brushes here. I didn't even get to use you or you. But I appreciate you hanging out with me in an impromptu session. I got my daily live session in. That's for the month of December. I got my daily live session in. And got a little bit more progress, got a little braver this evening. I'm going to be putting up my YouTube paintings on my website. They'll be under the for sale and it'll be under YouTube paintings. And so my thought is to sell these paintings because they're just going through and doing sketches a lot less than what I would sell my gallery paintings at a decent discount, especially with the holidays. So thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm teaching a class tomorrow, so I'll be coming. It'll be late. It'll probably be after 10 tomorrow, 10 Eastern time that I get on. I'll probably get online for an hour, and we'll see what we can do to touch up this a little bit. Then, yeah, from there on. All right, so have a great night. Happy painting, and I'll see you tomorrow.